Individuals used to get rich in view of oil. Also, huge industry you needed to utilize. Huge number of individuals to be one of the select not many that help the populace. For you to become well off yet. Presently things have significantly had an impact on the way the economy works has transformed. Anybody can become rich in the event that you know how, and you're going to figure out here are 15 different ways to get rich in the new economy. Welcome to Luxury Lux Living, the spot where future extremely rich people come to get motivated. First up, your voice and assessment is where the cash is everything we're going to say. You will fundamentally impact the manner in which you check life out. Never forget this, okay? Data. Indeed, even the fact of the matter is aware there's the same old thing to be said. That doesn't mean there isn't an interest for important bits of knowledge. It's simply that we would rather not be filtering through everything ourselves. You know how there are such countless groups that have intercourse tunes. However, there's, as it were, the fact that how you makes one that you're number one. When understanding this will make you rich, the worth today is in your special point of view on the subject. Everybody can. Let's assume it's sure, however it hits different when it comes from you. No one can be better at you than you, that individuals like. It's a similar explanation you buy into our channel when everybody and everything else becomes normalized. All the espresso shops look a similar, all the digital recordings are a similar, all the food tastes something very similar. You want something explicit. If you become explicit, you'll have the option to fabricate a crowd of people, and when you do, your fans will uphold you the whole way to the bank, and you don't require many fans to get by and not need to work. However, you truly do require many, assuming that you need to get rich. We live in the time of makers. You're either a customer or a maker. Okay, 1,000 genuine fans are enough for you to do it all day. 10,000 genuine fans are enough for you to live solace capably. 100,000 genuine fans are enough for you to turn out to be monetarily free. A genuine fan is somebody who believes that you should win, needs you to continue doing what you're doing, and is ready to pay for the worth they get. The financial worth of an individual genuine fan is around $100 per year. However, that is not all you're getting from them. No, they assemble networks around you, and these networks develop. What's more, develop in view of them. Genuine fans need to add to the makers, since the makers contribute dramatically more to their lives when we win. You win, since we've been on this excursion together since the starting. You get rich by making esteem for your local area, and in return you get a piece of that. Your compass decides how rich. Consideration is the new oil. Consideration permits you to put items before those eyeballs, which is the reason a Super Bowl business costs so damn much. If you have any desire to be rich, you want to think about two things. One, the number of individuals your message can reach, and two, what kind of value your crowd is, meaning how logical they are to purchase from you, and how rich those individuals are. SaaS organizations like Adobe, Google, Salesforce, Slack, MailChimp, Idea are the absolute most fruitful ones, since they charge organizations a lot of cash to utilize their item. You needn't bother with a major contact. You need the right reach, assuming you're ready to charge $3,000 per month. You just need 278 clients to be $1 million a year. Business. The right crowd is willing to pay, so find them, offer it for free, and afterward convert them when they can bear the cost of it. Gmail is free for you in light of the fact that they're charging organizations like our own $15 every month for each client. Learn paid promotion publicizing, so you needn't bother with a natural. Come to the best thing about the web is you can purchase consideration. This is the way you get rich with web-based promoting. You have an item or administration that you sell on the web, and individuals can get it from you with a Visa. You make a promotion and pay stages like Facebook, Google, Apple, TikTok to show it to individuals on that stage, and this is where math becomes Valuable all things considered, assuming you're ready to. Burn through $1 on promotions to get $2 back. You win in the good, OL days you're likely going to burn through $10 to get $1 back in deals, and that is pretty discouraging. Alright, it's discouraging as damnation. Be that as it may, you play with it. Recollect when we discussed the right crowd well. The more important the promotion is to individuals, the more probable they are to purchase, so that further develops your return. You make a couple more advertisements and one of them performs a lot far superior to the rest, so that further develops your return. Indeed, you make your item better, you get better in the interaction, and presently you understand what you're doing. Having the option to sell your item through various mediums is by a wide margin the most important ability of all that you ought to gain in the cutting-edge economy. Put resources into your thought process will outlast you in the new economy. Patterns come and go at a lot quicker speed than at any other time in history. The things that stick around will shoot up in esteem over the long run in light of the fact that of essential monetary elements like expanded request, expansion, shortage, higher customer hunger, and the general ascent of the working class for abundance to develop to uncommon levels, it calls for investment to compound as a fixing. So inquire yourself, will this associate with 50 to 100 years from now? Will individuals actually need it? In the event that yes, get it adapted. On the off chance that you would be able and disregard you had the means to purchase it in the primary spot, land, homes, unrefined components, craftsmanship, all endure for the long haul. As costly as things are today, no genuine resource will at any point be less expensive than it is today. On the off chance that you're taking a gander at it on a 50 to 100 time skyline, take for instance, there won't ever be more Picasso compositions. There won't ever be more Rothos, which is why rich individuals run to it. Artistic work changes hands so seldom, so at whatever point a enormous piece comes available, there's a taken care of craze. You've seen the closeout recordings. The whole resource class is developing 10 years over a decade. This is the reason the ultra well-off and more than 60% of powerful abundance administrators have coordinated workmanship putting into their contributions. Firms like DO project the market developing by 31% in the following 2 years alone. Exploration shows these sorts of portfolios beat customary ones 95% of the time. So on the off chance that you're hoping to get rich in the new economy, you really want to figure out how to influence the speculation apparatuses of our time, as opposed to going to a bartering and offering a great many dollars on a painting. You go on the web and utilize a stage like Magnum Opuses to contribute. Magnum Opuses has a group of craftsmanship history specialists, also monetary experts that have broke down many years of sale information to get craftsmanship with the most grounded history of appreciation. Up until this point, they've obtained north of 300 works of art from incredible craftsmen like Picasso, Monet, and Banksy. Their specialists select and purchase the artworks for a huge number of dollars and then, at that point, split them up into shares like you would do with a customary organization. Financial backers purchase these offers, and once a painting is exchanged after several years, the benefit is parted between the investors. Each painting Magnum Opuses has offered to date has conveyed a positive revisitation of their financial backers. They've been pulling in net brings like back 14.6%, 17.8%, 21.5%, and, surprisingly, more, and that is the reason over 900,000 clients have committed innovation. Each innovation accompanies its interesting open doors. The greatest are 1. The vast majority don't know about it. 2. The vast majority don't have any idea how to utilize it, and 3. The vast majority don't have the foggiest idea how to make cash with it, and that is where you come and you either acquaint the majority with how astounding it is, you show individuals the ropes. They can utilize it themselves, or you adapt it before any other individual. Every one of the three of them are feasible open doors to create financial momentum as the innovation gains standard reception. You'll be respected as a specialist, and specialists get to charge master rates for their feedback and discussing a market that is developing. There's a particular phrasing utilized in the tech space. You become a barnacle on a whale. Your business is an extra to another business that is developing dramatically, and in light of its development, you're developing as well as the whale gets greater. So do you piggyback on its development? It's sort of what everybody attempted to do around David Doi or Jake Paul. Yet we should keep this ser is hiroke as patterns show up. Certain organizations secure themselves individual sites. When up, that was the pattern. WordPress turned into the whale, having the main WordPress topic or module suggested on their store was the barnacle. The whale brought you clients you recently had to hold tight for the ride. Same with Shopify and their applications, and we're seeing it now with simulated intelligence. Talk GPT is the whale, and the barnacles are the included GPTs. As the whale develops to an ever-increasing extent, individuals will find these additional items, permitting these engineers to develop significant organizations. In the event that the whale is a extravagant business, the barnacle can undoubtedly be worth during the tens of millions. You sell straightforwardly to purchasers, dissimilar to in the past where circulation played the most vital job in the progress of a business. Now you simply needn't bother with the mediator. Here's how it functioned in the past. Suppose you were a chocolate producer and know, okay, this doesn't have anything to do with Jimmy's Fiesta. Bless, so you're a chocolate producer and it costs you $2 to make a bar of chocolate, counting bundling and all the other things. You would offer that chocolate bar to Walmart for $2.75. They would disseminate it and sell it around the nation for $5. This is the way the old model worked for all that makers sold their benefit. For rack space, specialists sold their spirits to music names, and with our chocolate model, the merchant wound up making more cash than the maker of significant worth. However, not any longer. All right, today you can go straightforwardly to the shopper. This is the way the most youthful Kardashian made $1 billion at 21 years of age, assuming you have the item and you're ready to efficiently manufacture it. All you want is an adequate number of purchasers, and you'll sort out a method for getting it to them economically. Recall number 3, and for on this rundown your scope decides how rich, and you want to learn paid promoting. Great, that is where those come in. Rather than the merchant getting the heft of your benefit, you can sell the chocolate bar yourself for the equivalent $5. Furthermore, transportation, and on second thought of 70 pennies, you can get the full $3 of benefit in the event that you have the range of abilities to sell straightforwardly to customers at scale. You will be multiple times more extravagant than whoever needs the merchant to make it work. You can sell your insight. The new economy is one of curation, one of handpicking and directing individuals through the labyrinth of life. You'd figure this makes it a rush to the base where the least expensive information wins. However, that isn't reflected by the real world. Individuals don't need modest. There are, as it were, two things better than modest. The first one is quick. Strolling is less expensive than taking a Uber, yet the way that Uber is worth more than $60 billion sort of demonstrates our point. The subsequent one is a gamble. There are a lot of modest web-based colleges. However, individuals pay countless dollars to go to 4 association schools, since it limits the monetary gamble of their professions. Basically, it used to sow your insight isn't a rush to the base, assuming that through your insight you're ready to save individuals time or limit the hazard of conquering an obstruction. Individuals will pay for it accepting that they know you exist. We made large number of dollars selling courses, and this year we're taking into account sending off a leader course on advanced items showing you precisely how we did it. You can join the standby list by going to alux.com's digital, and we'll give you a markdown code when that is prepared to open. Bitcoin be straightforward. Okay, the number of you expected crypto to be on this rundown when you saw the title. Well, it's actual. Okay, we still have all of our Bitcoin immaculate in cool capacity on the grounds that generally the mission hasn't transformed. We still accept this could be a madly troublesome innovation, particularly if it accomplishes basic scale reception with Darkstone and Fell getting their Bitcoin ETFs endorsed at last standard. People will take Bitcoin explicitly more genuinely. The FTX breakdown showed us a significant example about the business in general. So by and by we're finished with alts. You all can have every one of the Z's you need. Weed maybe play it shrewd this time. Bitcoin behaves like the S&P 500 of the crypto world, and that is where we need to be if this works out the way a portion of the most astute individuals on the planet think it will. And staying aware of our theory of saving individuals time regardless of whether at this moment Bitcoin now in 1.5 hours you'll find a good pace with all that you really want to be aware, from understanding how it functions to knowing how to get it and store it securely. Utilize the promotion code Sunday for $100 off at checkout. Use it to purchase yourself $100 worth of Bitcoin just to see what that cycle is like. Once in a while you need to run contrary to the natural order of things to get those enormous wins, and discussing going contrary to what would be expected, you go forcefully. Nonconformity. Each activity is confronted with a contrary response, and we've been seeing this in business and in design for a really long time. Consider it loose pants, thin pants, loose pants. Again, pick any industry you need and there'll be a interest for both culture and nonconformity in the event that you check training out. For instance, a great many people would agree the school system is going woke. Even in the STEM trains, the move is to send off a confidential STEM school where youngsters will just zero in on numerical material science. What's more, programming, the things you in reality believe they should learn without referencing race, religion, or going into orientation. Legislative issues, those will be tended to at home. At school we learn math. Individuals would pay to shield their children from all the hogwash circumventing these days. As of 2023, roughly 2 million kids are out of the conventional training framework. You employ ability on the opposite side of the world and sell it locally. It utilized to be that, assuming you recruited somebody from the Philippines, India, from Eastern Europe, or South America, you'd get average quality work. That was 10 to a long time back. Okay, times have profoundly changed. Nations that are reappropriating ability are no longer bargain basement and low quality. The costs are still considerably lower since they went up locally. However, the quality matches the nature of the West. Understanding how ability is evaluated contrastingly all over the planet increments your net revenues. This is the manner by which all of these organizations work. There's somebody from the West selling you a bundle for $5,000 and afterward they reappropriate the work to another person for $1,500 and they pocket the distinction. However, rather than doing only that sort of obscure exchange, accomplish something different. Okay, use that ability to very fabricate something important for everybody. It presently costs you a part of the expense it used to construct any kind of innovative item that thought you had for an application for an item, some piece of programming that you couldn't stand to pay a product designer to foster in the past. Well, that may be in the domain of opportunities for you now, and when you construct it, the world is your commercial center. You sell it globally. There are rich individuals Wherever, alright, this implies there are individuals looking, requiring, and ready to pay for your item or administration all over. On the planet, this is quite possibly of the best. Influence plays in mankind's set of experiences on the off chance that you made hoops in the past, you just sold them to individuals who passed by your corner while you were showing them. Well, now those hoops can be offered to, in a real sense, billions of individuals on the web. Every minute of every day, anything it is you're doing, figure out a best approach worldwide in the event that you need to be rich in the new economy. You do it sufficiently long to get a break. Certain individuals get their break in year 5 or 6, however, that break changes everything. You perpetually. The best thing about the new economy is there are, as of now, not any boundaries to section. The most exceedingly awful thing about the new economy, well, it's precisely the same thing. Okay, everybody, wherever, is going after it, making it harder to stick out, so you know how to stand apart. Axer, you continue onward while they're stopping left and right turns out. Individuals are really eager to begin something, yet they don't stay with it sufficiently long to see it prosper. They try not to truly need it in any case. Take podcasting, for instance. 90% of digital recordings don't move beyond episode 3, that is, the 1.8 million individuals who quit. Of the 200,000 remaining, 90% will stop after 20 episodes, that is one more 180,000 gone. To be in the top 1% of webcasts in the world, you just have to distribute 21 episodes of your digital broadcast. Your contest isn't the 2 million other digital broadcasts, it's the 20,000 podcasters who didn't stop to win in the new economy. You simply need to show up when no other person does, and the success is yours. That is the reason we continue onward after so many years. Lastly, pay for access, pay for apparatuses, pay for mentorship. You need to be somebody's understudy. You need to be in the room where the sorcery occurs, for once you see how the enchantment is assembled, you become a performer yourself. Pay for books, pay for training meetings, pay for courses, pay for retreats, pay for private participations. The main necessity is you focus on it. These save you time. They set aside you cash, and assuming that you're the sort of individual who really has the stuff to get it going, it will work for you. Probably won't track down every one of the responses in the same spot, however, over the medium term, all that you learn begins to add up. Also, meet up your business can be 3x by figuring out how to utilize another apparatus. There are 2 particular things you ought to pay for as far as ability. 1, the sort that develops your brain as a resource, and 2, the sort that tells you the best way to do something explicitly. Consolidate these 2. What's more, you have a mother lode, my companion. If by some stroke of good luck there was an application out there that did all of this, you'll get rich when you shut the world out, and you do it at any rate. Many individuals will question you, however, on the off chance that others made it happen. So can you? So which of these do you anticipate utilizing to make yourself wealthy in the new economy? Let us know in the remarks. And since you're still here on a Sunday, sure you've procured it, we should do a reward. You need to convey the ones who need conveying until they can convey the actual thing. A group is just all around as solid as its initiative. Certain individuals are not areas of strength for conceived. They become solid within the sight of strength. You really want to show them what you're made of. This is a gold chunk. Here, however, focus, alright. Since it requires some artfulness, we realized this on our own the most difficult way possible. Then we discovered that there could be no other method for getting around it. Yet don't take it from us, alright, take it from the goat, from the unrivaled Michael Jordan. Here's his statement on this careful example, word for word. Michael Jordan: I'm putting winning over sentiments. I pulled individuals along when they didn't have any desire to be pulled. I tested individuals when they would have rather not been tested, and I procured that right. Since my colleagues who came after me Didn't persevere through everything that I gotten through once you joined the group you inhabited a specific standard that I played the game and I wasn't going to take anything less now if that implied I needed to go in there and get in your butt tad than I did that you ask all. My partner's the one thing about Michael Jordan was he never requested that I do something that he didn't do. When individuals see this they will say, well, he wasn't exactly a pleasant person. He may have been a dictator. Well, that is you. Since you won nothing I needed to win, however, I maintain that them should win and be some portion of that too. Look, I don't have to do this. I'm just doing it in light of the fact that it's who I'm. That is the means by which I played the game. That was my mindset. In the event that you don't like to play as such, don't play that way. Michael Jordan, lovely people. Among you there are a modest bunch of select people who share this inner fire, this mind-boggling enthusiasm. Also, hunger, this reward is for you, okay? Since we accept you're the ones who will come out successful in this new economy, on the off chance that you're one of those meager